You've probably heard by now the federal government is shut down tonight. Folks in Congress can't agree on a funding deal. One of the sticking points in the shutdown, the much debated DACA program. Today, local immigrants gathered in Beechview to ask questions about their future and file new paperwork with the government. Meghan Schiller has that story.
The stress and anxiety was palpable inside the room as dozens of out here to Casa San Jose here in Beechview to try to renew their DACA status. They have to have this paperwork in before that looming deadline in order to stay in the country that's the only country that they know.
We've been here for so long. We've been here since we were little. Some of us were babies.
Ana Alberto came to Pittsburgh from Mexico at the age of 10, and all she wants now is to stay.
This is like my second home, if not my first home, because I barely remember where I grew up in Mexico. So this is where I am, and if I don't stay here, then it's going to be a new challenge.
Alberto and dozens others met in Beechview Saturday afternoon, prepping their applications to stay in the country legally under DACA, or the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. These dreamers, as they're often called, grew up in the States, brought here by their parents. And amidst the recent government shutdown, the decision on the DACA program remains in limbo.
It's very difficult because I feel like I'm damage control, right? We can never get ahead of things and never plan things better, and it's always like based on the latest tweet what we have to do next, and that's not a way to live my life or the lives of these people.
Monica Ruiz works at Casa San Jose and brought in immigration attorneys to work step by step with DACA applicants, all of them afraid of making one simple mistake that could disqualify them from the program.
And a lot of them, they are the sole providers of the family because they're the ones that have legal documentation to work in the United States, and they have siblings that depend on them.
That's why Mario Soto Asael came out. He supports his siblings, all of them born on American soil, all except him.
Where would I go if I didn't? I don't know where I would go. You know, I don't know anywhere else but here. I grew up here. I only came, my parents brought me at 7 months old.
And everyone that's inside says they are working to get this paperwork submitted as fast as possible, since they say things seem to be changing here on a daily basis. Reporting in Beechview, Meghan Schiller, KDKA-TV News.